Hey, what's up guys, Marco here. Welcome back to another guitar lesson. Today I want to show you how to use the guitar capo or the guitar capo to write a beautiful melody and a beautiful chord progression. Now the guitar capo is this tiny little thing, and I do believe that this tool can change the tone of your guitar slightly. Now the tone of your instrument can literally dictate the way you compose. This is why a lot of guitar players like to change guitar based on the style they're playing or the type of songs they want to play. Now I love to put the capo on the fret number 7 because I feel that it changes the overall volume and tone. And it also makes the guitar more comfortable to play. Now the capo on fret 7 reduces the bass and makes my guitar sound tiny. And I love it because it's so easy to control. I feel that the tone is lovely, and so my songwriting naturally shifts towards a more delicate and simple songwriting. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I'm going to show you what I was playing at the beginning of the video, guys. So you can get the tab if you need it. Just check my Patreon page and subscribe if you want to keep up with all the upcoming lessons. Now let's get started with this beautiful chord progression and melody played with the guitar capo on fret 7. Now we are playing in A minor, so the chord shapes are all in A minor, and the first section sounds like this. So I'm playing an A minor chord, very simple chord, just 2, 2 and 1, and the finger picking pattern is really simple. Just have thumb and ring, then the index, then the middle, and the ring again. Then I have this beautiful chord, the G over B. And I'm just playing the fret 2 on the A string and the fret 3 on the B string, and I'm just picking the A and the B string, then the D string, the G string, and the B string again. And then the last chord, the C major chord. It's a beautiful sounding chord. We just start with the basic C major on fret 3 on the A string and the B string fret 1. And we're just picking the A string and the E string, then the G string, the B string for number 3. And then we strum with the thumb this beautiful C add 9 chord. So you're going to put down the D string for number 2 and strum from the A string all the way down to the top E string. So as you can see, the sound is just super sweet, such a sweet tone, and the guitar doesn't really have a lot of bass. So it's just, I don't know, it's really nice to listen to. So now we're going to move on to the second section, which is the D minor, A minor, and the G add 9. Now the D minor is very simple, just a basic D minor chord with the D string open, the fret 2, 3, and 1. Now the picking pattern here is really important. We start with thumb and ring, then the G string, the B string, and the A string, the E string, top E string again. And for the A minor chord, I'm gonna play a quite stretchy chord, the A minor add 9, which is really stretchy when we play without the capo, but today it should be kind of easier to play. We play it like this. beautiful sounding chord. Just the A string open, the D string fret number 2, the G string fret number 4, which is the major ninth, and the B string fret number 1. Now we're gonna pluck a different set of strings. So we have the A string and the B string together, then the D string, the G string, and the B string again. And we finish with this beautiful G add 9 chord. Beautiful sounding chord. Just low E string fret number 3, nothing on the A, the D string open, the G string fret 2, and the B string open. Just play one time and you let it ring out. So when you put the whole thing together, now the second time we can play the same chord progression but with a few variations. So we're gonna play it like this. So we have the A minor add 9. I'm gonna start with the same chord here, same picking pattern, and the same set of strings. Now the second chord is the G over B, which is the same, the A string and the B string, fret 2 and 3. Then we have the G string. And then we're gonna add a different melody. We're gonna have the top E string fret number 3, sliding to 5, and then 7. So finish with this beautiful chord, C add 9. So the melody ends on the E string fret number 3, so you want to put down the bass note. The chord is this one actually. So is from the A string, the fret number 3, 2 open, 3 and 3. So you want to pick together the A string and the E string, then the D string, the G string, the B string, and then we're going to get rid of the top E string, okay, fret 3, you leave it open, and then you strum this beautiful C add 9 chord. So then we'll go back to the same D minor, but before that we have a short melody. The B string fret 3 and the E string open, and we play the D minor, the A minor, and the G add 9. Now the G we're gonna play twice. The first time is the G add 9, and then just the G major chord with 3, open, open, and 3. Now the second section is totally different. We're gonna have a completely different chord progression, and one of the things that I like a lot about the capo on the fret number 7 is just this beautiful tone. I mean, you will see that this chord progression that we are about to learn sounds really Celtic. So we're going to start with an F major chord, and we're playing in kind of small frets, okay? So we have the D string fret number 3 and the top E string fret number 5, then fret 3 and 5 again, and then 7. So I'm not trying to hold the bass down when I play 7. You can just get rid of it. And then we play the G major chord. And I'm playing the G string open. This is my bass note, so it's a tiny bass note. And then the top E string fret number 5, and then 3, 5, 3, and pull off on the top E string. It's really quick. And then I have the B string fret number 3. So. And then the A minor chord, which is my favorite. So this beautiful cascading scale. So I'm playing the A minor chord, so the bass is the A minor, the A string, and I have A string and E string together, the B string fret 3, the G string fret 5, the B string open, and then the G string fret number 2. And then a pull off on the open string, and the D string fret number 2, and a pull off on the D string open. Make sure that you let it ring out. And then we have the same melody. But this time we're going to finish with the A minor chord. So I have the A string and the top E string open, and then the D string fret number 2, G string fret 2, the B string open, fret 1, open, G string and D string. So the melody is very simple, just the fact that we are playing these tiny chords with the capo on fret 7 that, you know, makes the whole thing sound so beautiful. So now we'll go back to the F. The G and the A minor, and then we finish with this phrase. So the F now is played one octave lower, and we have the fret 1 and fret 2 here on low E string and G string, open, 2, B string open, and we finish with the G major. So the bass note is on the low E string fret 3 and the B string fret number 1, open, the G string fret 2, and the G string open. And we finish with the A minor chord. So just the A string open and the G string fret 2, the D string fret 2, G string, B string open, and the fret number 1, and then the E string open, 5, 7, and 8. You want to really take it step by step. I do feel that the capo on fret 7 is my favorite position. I just love the tone and the sound of the guitar with this little thing on fret 7, but just make sure that you explore different positions and see which one you really like. So use this chord progression and this melody to get inspired, and then obviously come up with your musical ideas. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'm gonna leave you to practice these chords and this melody. Let me know if you like the lesson, and I'll see you next time for another video.